Good morning, everybody. Today is Wednesday, January 6th. We have another piece to add to our snowman. Look at him grow. Put that right there. Okay, let's check out what's in your packets for the day. We have our Good Morning page for Wednesday. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 rectangles with some pictures of penguins. Let's see what we need to find. This is asking you about where these penguins are in the pictures. We've talked about this before. Remember in our classroom, the frogs on the log, they're sitting on the log, and then we take them off the log and they jump into the pool. Those are position words, on and in, next to, when you're standing next to your friend in line, or your friend is in front of you in line or behind you in line. Let's see where these penguins are. So in our first picture, we have 2 penguins and there's 2 igloos. This little house, it's a half circle made of ice, is called an igloo. So it says, the penguin that is inside the igloo. So you need to circle the penguin that is inside the igloo. Is this penguin here in the igloo? He's on the igloo. This penguin is inside the igloo. So you would circle inside. Number 2 asks you to circle the penguin that is next to the iceberg. So we have a picture of a penguin on an iceberg and a picture of a penguin next to an iceberg. So you need to circle the one that's next to. Okay. Here's another iceberg one. Circle the penguin that is in front of the iceberg. Can you tell which one is in front of the iceberg? One of the penguins is on an iceberg, and one of the penguins is in front of the iceberg. Circle the one that is in front. This one is in front. Circle the penguin who is behind the igloo. So you have one penguin who's kind of hiding halfway behind the igloo. You can see him peeking out from behind the igloo. Then there's one penguin that's in his igloo. Which one is behind the igloo? Circle the penguin that's behind the igloo. This one, he's peeking out from behind the igloo. This penguin is inside the igloo. Okay, what's next? Counting. Here are your 6 fish. So let's count the fish together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And count them different ways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 fish. You can color the fish and practice writing the 6. So you can do your best to trace over the 6 and then practice writing a 6 all by yourself. And then you know how to do this one. This is our puzzle pages. let's look at some R words. Let's review our R words. Okay, here's our letter R, our capital and our lowercase letter R. We have a ring, a raccoon, a rabbit, and rain. So you know what to do. Color these, cut them out, and then match them up. Because it's January 6th, we are celebrating the Epiphany. So the Epiphany is the word for the day when we celebrate the three kings coming to visit baby Jesus. So I've taken our calendar back out, the Advent calendar that we used for December, where we've put all of the animals that were at the manger, in the barn where Jesus was born, and we have baby Jesus here, and we have Mary and Joseph, and we have the angels, and we have the star up here. Now, the star is very special. So in the sky was a super bright star. And in the Bible, we're told that the three kings, or the three wise men, they're sometimes called, followed the star and found baby Jesus. So we can add, and we added them as we counted, but now they're here. They really got to the birth of baby Jesus. We have the three wise men, and they were three kings who traveled very far. They followed this super bright star and came to give gifts to baby Jesus. Now, in the Bible, we learn that they brought him gold, frankincense, and myrrh. So you've probably never heard of frankincense and myrrh. They're like spices and things that smell really good, but they're special. And then I'm sure you've heard of gold, like gold jewelry. Sometimes there's gold statues or something. But again, it's really special. It's something very special and very expensive. And so they came. We'll add them to all of those people that were at the birth of Jesus. They came and they knew that Jesus was someone so special that they wanted to give him very special gifts. So in the craft that we're going to do, we are going to create three wise men, and they're traveling to go see baby Jesus. And what I want you to do is think about some special gifts, things that mean a lot to you, that you would give, maybe not baby Jesus, but someone who is so special. What would you bring? So gold, frankincense, and myrrh were things that were special to the wise men, the three kings in the Bible. But what would you bring to baby Jesus, or what would you share with a special friend? Think about that, and we'll add that to our picture. Also in the packet is your religion page that goes along with the Epiphany. So I just explained that today, January 6th, is the Epiphany. So this is when the wise men got to baby Jesus and celebrated his birthday. So here you are celebrating Jesus's birthday. In our religion page, we have some of the friends that we've read about throughout the year, who I think are in preschool just like you, putting on a little pageant to celebrate. Someone is dressed up like Mary and Joseph and an angel. We have the shepherds that we've learned about. And then these are the three kings, or the three wise men. The story that goes along with this is, I'll read it to you. The Christmas play. Mom, Dad, Grandma, and Grandpa, please hurry. I don't want to be late for church today. This is the day of our special Christmas play. The whole church will be watching us. Baby Jesus was born a long, long time ago, so our class is going to show everyone how special it was. Let's go, Nina pleaded. Nina is one of the kids in this picture. When her family finally arrived at the church, Nina carried her costume and hurried into the classroom to find her friends and Mrs. Downing, her teacher. The children were already putting on their costumes. Adam was dressed as Joseph, Mary's husband. His tan robe and sandals looked just right. Ming was one of the 3 wise men. Here. He wore a red robe and carried a small golden gift box for baby Jesus. The other 2 children who would be wise men were still putting on their costumes. Keisha looked so beautiful in her angel's robe. She even had wings. The children wore shepherd's costumes and they carried fluffy toy sheep and shepherd's staff. Nina found a quiet corner and slipped into her light blue robe. She put on a white veil on her head and her brown sandals on her feet. She was chosen to be Mary, Jesus' mother, a very special part of the play. Nina smiled as she gathered around Mrs. Downing and the other children. This is Nina. Boys and girls, Mrs. Downing said, you all look wonderful. I'm so proud of you. This is a very special day. Can anyone tell us why? Ming raised his hand and said, Jesus' birthday is a very happy day for our church. Jesus is God's son. We will sing songs, pray, and be extra kind to each other. Mrs. Downing answered, that's right, Ming. I think you all understand why today is so special. Let's line up, walk slowly to the front of the church, and take our spots by the manger. The children were very excited. They folded their hands and quietly walked up to the center aisle of the church. As they looked around, they saw their families and friends smiling at them. They felt proud to be in the Christmas play and hoped that Jesus was watching too. So in this, Ming mentions that a present that we can give to everyone around us is to be kind to each other. So if you read the Let's Find Out from Monday, to celebrate the new year, people make resolutions. And resolutions is something that you say to yourself, I'm going to try to do it better this year. And something that you can do that's a very easy resolution is to try to be kind to one another as much as possible. And that's a present that you're giving to your mom and dad, your grandparents, other special grown-ups in your life, your brothers and sisters, and your friends. You can be kind as a present. So that would be a present that you could bring to baby Jesus, to the special people in your life. Let's put our wise man craft together. You should have an envelope. You have a blue piece of paper and you should have an envelope. And inside the envelope are the pieces that are going to make your wise man scene. So this is the star. Here's the star. This was the very bright star in the night sky in Bethlehem. So you can glue that on your paper, wherever you would like. Add a little bit of glue to that. Okay, and then put it on your paper. Now you have to cut out your wise men. So for the bodies of the wise men, these are the crowns. The crowns are already cut for you. So I'm going to set those aside. For your wise men, you need to cut out 1, 2, 3 wise men. And we're going to make them out of triangles. And I've drawn the triangles for you. So take your scissors and cut on the lines. Just like this. Until you have 3. 2. 3. So we have a yellow triangle, a green triangle, and a purple triangle. And we're going to glue those also. And I always like to glue on the side where you can see a little bit of that pen mark that's still there so that your finished product looks especially nice. So I did purple first, doesn't matter which one. 2. And put my green one. And glue your yellow one. Ah, a little sticky. Okay. Just glue down. Now I'm going to cut out my wise man's heads. So we have to cut out the circles. So just go slow. Go slow around each circle. 1. And remember, we're making 3 wise men. 2. 3. All right, now glue the circle on top of your triangle. A little more glue. Okay, like that. Now, because we say that they were kings, we're going to give them each a crown. So add a little bit of glue to the crown and just kind of place them on. They're a little bit bigger than their heads, and that's okay. Place them on top of each circle. Like this. Now, I think I need to maybe move my star. Luckily, I didn't glue it too much. Add more. So they are following this very bright star of Bethlehem to find baby Jesus. Now, as we read, they brought him gifts, gold, frankincense, and myrrh. But what would you bring to baby Jesus? So I want you to think about that. And draw what you would bring. So let's see here. I have a red marker. So I'm going to imagine that this one might bring baby Jesus food. So I'm going to kind of pretend he has arms here. And I'm going to draw him bringing baby Jesus an apple, because he might bring food. And you could draw a present that's wrapped up with a bow. Or maybe you have stickers and you want to add them bringing baby Jesus something. And let's see. Oh, I happen to have a gold marker here. So I'm going to have this person bringing baby Jesus gold. But what would you bring? So I have food and a gift, and then I happened to have gold marker, so I did gold. But maybe you want to add a toy, because that would make someone that you love happy. Maybe you'd want to bring a favorite book. Maybe there's a book inside there. You add to this, and you draw what you like. You could also add little smiles. Like that. And maybe an eye. So they're looking sideways So they only need one eye. But you add to this and you make it look however you like. Maybe you want to get fancy and decorate their robes. And you do that however you like.